Alright there, YouTubers. It's Monday. And we started powder coating chassis or suspension parts. Got a 4-link bar. And we got a rotor in the oven currently. I'm gonna let these run, and then I've got to I gotta start powder coating all this other stuff. Bunch of parts, and we're here by ourselves. So it's time to get to it. The frame, as we said earlier, I'm pretty sure I said earlier, it did not turn out right. I probably did something wrong, so I need to figure out what I did wrong so I can fix it for when we go do the lens is dirty. For when we go do the bed. But it's got a brown tint to it, but it didn't turn out right. I know I've showed you guys already, but I don't know if you can see it tonight, but it's really got a brown tint to it. It almost looks like a dark brown rust. But it doesn't look terrible. Not at all. Application was great. Went on super smooth. So we'll go from here and show you guys a little something that we did here. Took a grease fitting, tacked a washer to it to make a hanger. Took a threaded end, tacked it to a washer to make a hanger. Worked out pretty good. I was trying to figure out other ways to hang it, and without having another person here or a third hand, that was the best I could come up with. Alright, I'll see if I can get you guys some footage of me powder coating and all that good stuff. Won't be much because watching somebody powder coat is kind of boring. At least to me it is. To you guys it may not be. So I'll throw a little bit of powder coat action in here in this video. So I'm hoping by sometime this week we'll have everything powder coated and we'll be installing everything back on the chassis so we can get it rolled outside. Because we got something peeking at us, which you guys have seen. She's ready to be worked on. And I gotta go to the dentist this Friday and have my wisdom teeth removed. 36 years and it started hurting. So I know some people bounce right back from it and go back to work the same day. Some people are down and out for a couple of days. We'll find out how I do with that. I may be in the shop this weekend working. I may not be. As bad as I hate to say that. We'll find out. Alright. and gals, YouTube land. You seen where we started powder coating, and we've got a few minutes left on the wishbone. So that's almost done. You just saw got these plates, this brake plates put on, and then we got both front rotors, or rear rotors, excuse me. We have both lower control arms for the front, upper control arms for the front. They've been put back together. I'm gonna order some new bolts here. Lower control or lower 4-link bar or wishbone link bar, whatever, 3-link. Another lower. I don't know what happened here. I started running into color change somewhere in that bottle. I'm thinking what happened is got to the bottom of the bag, and it started changing colors on us. It's kind of what it looks like, but you won't never know it. You won't ever see it because it's on two separate sides of the vehicle. So the longer the frame does sit here, the more brown it does get, or has anyways. It's, you know, pretty, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we've got this thing covered in dust, powder coat dust. So I guess once we pull the wishbone out of there and let it cool down, next up is reassembly of the suspension anyways. And once we get the suspension reassembled, she's getting rolled outside. I had to order some more of the super root beer. I want to do valve cover. I would like to do the lower intake manifold and the upper intake manifold. We'll see how that goes. I want to do the water outlet here. And I've already done the lower water outlet tube. Yeah. And now the oven's getting ready to beep at me. But for you guys that want the powder coat at home, this right here, the Eastwood 250 dual voltage, has been great. It's been really great. Learned a lot of little tips and tricks with that. But yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling, and we're gonna put the frame back together probably tomorrow night. All right. What's up, guys? So I believe it's about ready to come down and be off the blocks. Been painted the blue shocks. We touched up a couple spots on the rear shocks. We did a bunch of powder coating. I don't know if you guys can see that. That black and root beer makes a really good contrast. Got the steering painted. Got the front hubs put together now. Added a little touch and did the studs, and we did the bolt heads for the rotors. But it's all together. We even got the transmission cross member back in it, and what are we waiting on now?
Wheels, tires, hose clamps.
Waiting on some parts to come in for the brakes for the front. They should be here Saturday, I believe. The bushings and the slider pins, and then we got new bleed screws coming, and we have these assembled. And we got to touch up those bare metal spots. Do have another job we got to do. Guys got a Ford Explorer, wants us to get it lower, and so try and get that knocked out before mini nets, because it's a day job, or it should be. And then once we get back from mini nets, it's full-fledged on pumpkin. Again, if you're going to mini nets, you see me, make sure you speak, say what's up. I'm going up on Wednesday, coming back Monday. Then I think the weekend after that's Respect in Thorbros, North Carolina. I've been asked and all but pretty much begged to take it. So we'll see how that goes and how everything works out, and we'll roll from there. Well, unless the wife tells me different, got a surprise for you guys. My old wheels off of my truck. I'll post a picture up somewhere. And yeah. If she agrees, she's got a new set of wheels. Because who knows when I'll be able to get back to building my truck. So I'd rather her have something that she would like. Considering hers is going to be together before mine. And yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Got the matching steering wheel for those as well. They those are original from the 90s, along with the steering wheel. And those are 18s. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Keep doing work.